ये फंक्शनल है ना, ये बात चल रहा है हमारे साथ। बिल्कुल
आपका व्हाट्सएप आता है, सब चीज ऐसा
10 साल हो गए आपसे पीछे पीछे
होते
नहीं चाहिए ही नहीं, आपका आशीर्वाद चाहिए। आज मैं बोलूँगा से साल से फॉलो कर रहे हैं आप लोगों को 10 साल से किसी आप लोगों को फॉलो करो तो भगवान के रूप में हुए तो अल्लाह के रूप में बुजुर्ग बनेंगे।
हमारे पॉलिसी में
पॉलिसी तो सही करना है
हैंडल और पूरी लगाओ
काम करने को पैसे नहीं अभी अपने आप को पकड़ना है।
ये सामने हैंडल है ऊपर से उसी को बोलो लिख लिया
नहीं हम इसे अभी कारण बोल दिया ना बस अभी हमारे लिए मकसद नहीं इनको दिमाग नाइस मीटिंग
A very warm welcome to all. Good morning, everyone. I request all of delegates who are outside to please come into the auditorium. We are about to begin the inaugural session. Okay, on this very bright day and a sunny day, I welcome you all on behalf of the Department of Social Work, Central University of Jammu. We are grateful to have you here today for this 2 days national conference, and we look forward to have a very exciting, rigorous academic discussions on numerous topics which are very crucial to the nation building and to the future of this society. So we hope your participation will enlighten us and will provide us an opportunity to have further collaborations, to envision a future that we look forward to provide to this country and to all our coming generations. With these words, I welcome you all, and I request Professor Devanand sir, who is the presidential chairing this today's inaugural event. I request Professor Devanand sir to kindly come on the dais and take the seat. We have with us also the ADDC Samba, Rajinder Singh ji, JKS officer with us, and we are grateful to have him here. Sir, please come on the dais. We also request our another important guest for today, Professor Ankur Saxena, Professor Social Work, Faculty of Social Work, MS University, Baroda, come on the dais. We request our collaborative partners, State Head JNK, Mohammed Sharif Bhatt, who is representing Save the Children, to kindly come on the dais. We have our own and known to each one of us, Professor B.S. Bahu sir, to kindly come on the dais. Sir, please. Of course, our head of the department, Dr. Nancy Mangi, I request her to please join the guests on the dais. I once again request all our delegates, presenters, and participants who are outside, please come and join us in the auditorium as we are proceeding for the inaugural of this much awaited conference. Everyone, please come into the auditorium. With these words, I will request all our guests who are sitting on the dais to kindly come for lightening of the lamp. And this lightening is auspicious in the sense that we want to overcome this darkness, the darkness that surrounds us probably everywhere, and the role of the institutions and each one of us is to lead towards that lightening, lead towards that area that by darkness can be overcome. So I request all our guests to please join us for the lightening ceremony.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Thank you for this auspicious lighting of the lamp. So moving forward, I request Professor Devanand sir to kindly facilitate our guests with the flower pot that we consider is something very auspicious for all of us. Rishabh, please. I will request Mohammed Sharif Bhatt, Secretary Head J&K Save the Children. Kindly. I would request Professor Devanand sir to kindly felicitate Rajendra Singh JKS Officer Samba. I would request Devanand sir to kindly facilitate Professor Ankur Saxena with the flower pot. I would request Professor Devanand to felicitate Professor B.S. Bahu with the flower pot. Now I would request our head of the department, Dr. Nancy Mangi, to kindly felicitate Professor Devanand sir, the flower pot. Thank you so much. Moving ahead, as all of you know that Department of Social Work is taking its efforts and continuously moving ahead in this region, in the Jammu region particularly, because this is the only Department of Social Work that exists in the Jammu region in any of the institutions of higher learning. So in that sense, we are fortunate enough to kind of provide our visibility and provide our experience and expertise in this region in collaboration with various organizations, in collaboration with the institutions of the government, in spreading what social work believes in. So in context of the today's conference, I request Head of the Department, Dr. Nancy Mangi, for her welcome address. Dr. Nancy Mangi.
A very good morning to all of you. It is such a delight to see so many stalwarts from social work profession who are here with us today. I extend a very warm welcome to our distinguished guests sitting on the dais, Professor Ankur Saxena, Professor Devanand sir, Professor B.S. Bhau, ADDC Samba Rajendra Singh ji, Mohammed Sharif Bhatt, other deans and heads of the department, and of course, registrars of the university, Professor Yashwant Singh. We are very pleased to have your benign presence with us in the inaugural session of the two-day national conference titled Co-Building an Inclusive New Social Order Reflections from COVID-19. And I extend a very hearty welcome to all the delegates, presenters, and participants who are not just students, scholars, but also faculty members from other departments and other institutions across the country. We are grateful to you for giving an overwhelming response to the conference call, and I'm hoping that your presence in the national conference will create a much difference in the today's deliberation, the two-day-long deliberation. And I also extend a very warm welcome to Save the Children, the organization as such, which is represented by Mohammed Sharif Bhaji and Rahul Raj Sharma ji. They have given us unconventional support in making this conference a success even today. Or going to be successful even today. I'm professing it. It is going to be successful. Talking about the conference, the major theme of this conference revolves around the COVID-19 episode, by which all of us were affected in some way or the other. And we can also say that the history of the world has now gone divided into two parts, pre-COVID era and post-COVID era, and it has brought a lot of change into our perspective. In fact, we can also say that this pandemic situation was the worst kind of event that has hit the entire mankind or the world or the planet as such after World War II. Now, in this pandemic, I'm very sorry, and my heart goes to all of you who have lost our dear ones, near or dear ones. Everybody knows someone or the other who has lost his or her life due to this pandemic, and we have come across a lot of uncertainties. We were quite unprepared to face this crisis situation. There were medical emergencies, there were shortage of medical supplies, and there was breakdown of complete health infrastructure, not just in a developing country like ours, but all over the world. But it is not just limited to the health consequences. The situation of lockdown, uncertainties, it all led to reverse migration, unemployment, retrenchment. Not many people lost their jobs, and the world faced the worst kind of economic crisis also. Everything came to a standstill. So we can say that COVID-19 was not just a health emergency. If we see it from social sciences perspective, it is also a social and economic kind of emergency. So the social and economic implications were parallelly witnessed during this entire period, and even the aftermath is still witnessed. Not many people have not got their jobs back. The physical, mental, and social dimensions of health all were affected. People belonging to weaker sections and already living in hardships were further pushed to the margins. Not every person faced the severe health consequences, but many found the social and economic challenges larger than the pandemic. But the good part is that we have almost overcome this situation after about 3 years. And this has become possible due to the coordinated and continuous efforts of the government, medical professionals, police, frontline workers, civil society, and citizenry as such. Now, this conference is an attempt to uncover the hardships faced by vulnerable groups in the recent past, and also highlight the attempts made by various stakeholders in mitigating the effects of this kind of crisis situation. And we must also know that an inclusive society does not occur naturally. It is an inclusive society does not take place by a natural process. Instead, it needs intentions and strong enforcement from the stakeholders. Building an inclusive society calls for joint efforts from the government, corporates, non-government organizations, international organizations, as well as academia. It is important that experiences of working with marginalized groups are shared and solutions are devised, which shall facilitate developing new knowledge in this direction. The efforts need to be synchronized, and it requires a multidimensional approach of various disciplines. An interdisciplinary approach to social problems shall bring better outcomes with long-term sustenance. So in these 2 days, we are going to cover the issues faced by the vulnerable sections in 13 parallel technical sessions, 2 plenary sessions, and 1 keynote address. I'm hopeful and also committed on behalf of my team, the Department of Social Work, comprising of the faculty, scholars, and students, that you will have an engaging academic experience. Enjoy the campus, enjoy the serenity of the campus, enjoy the academic sessions. Once again, welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And as all of you have now got an idea, I'm sure, about what this conference is going to entail, what we are going to deliberate about, discuss about, and of course build an opinion on some key and remarkable issues that confront currently all of us. Moving ahead, I would now request Muhammad Sharif Bhatt, State Head Save the Children, for his remarks. As all of you know that they are an active partners in this collaboration, and they have provided us a wonderful support during various occasions. Muhammad Sharif Bhatt.
Thank you very much, Iqbal sir. Respected people on the dais,
Good morning. First of all, thank you very much for the Central University for conducting this workshop. And hopefully the outcome of this workshop will be very useful for, not for the department, but for the organization like Save the Children and other department also. Because that will guide us in terms of designing the program also. I especially thank Nancy ma'am and team also for, this is not for our support, this is their initiative which we have supported for the best interest of the children. And if you're looking at the Save the Children, very interesting is the first organization globally who drafted child rights and who further, this has been signed by the League of Nations, including India. Further, the Clinton Jail started in 1919, now it's more than 100 years. And we work across 172 countries. And in India, we are working roughly around 14 states. And in JNK, we work in all 22 states, 22 districts, including Leh and Kargil. And in, I will just focus on the COVID part. So we work, initially COVID, we used to work on sectoral part, excluding health, education, and child protection. But COVID teaches us we cannot work on sectoral part. We have to work on integrated approach. We cannot say this health system is okay. Despite of all NIHM reports and everything reports are perfect in terms of, despite of all that, there's a lack of issues, lack of problems in terms of health sector also. So now current strategy, which we will focus now on, integrated approach. And during the COVID, we roughly supported 4,500 families across JMK, I think more than that also, in terms of food kit, in terms of sponsorship, in terms of livelihood is supported. Both but migrant labor, including migrant labor also. Besides that also, we have worked on back to school campaign during the COVID also. And we have responded even the first phase of the COVID also. And I really thank to the social welfare department, Dr. Rajendra ji was here. And we also thank to the police department for actively supporting to reach to the unreached, like most difficult challenge during the climate, during the what we call it zones of the where we cannot reach. There's a support from all the department side. That's why we are able to reach the large child during the COVID also. And what we learned from the COVID is that our staff cannot reach to all the families. It's only the community system and structure which help us to deliver the food kit and everything to respected house, not from the staff. So there's another learning. We should have a strong community-based structure and mechanism in place. So that can respond all sort of emergency. So we need to further strengthen that. That's another learning. And second thing is that we supported health system, health department, in terms of oxygen, in terms of oximeter, in terms of the neonatal unit. So it's already there, but demand is very high. I'm not saying that there's no neonatal unit and all these things. The demand has been increased. So if certain things are happening, so what are our emergency preparedness plans there? So we have to must focus on EPP, emergency preparedness plan, any sort of emergency, because JNK is already earthquake, fire, in terms of flood again, in terms of wind, all sorts of emergencies you can foresee in JNK in terms of conflict or a conflict. Now, again, further ahead, learning from the COVID is number of school day loss, number of children drop out from the schools. There's another factor. And what is the mechanism to bring back the children back to school? So again, whether it's just awareness that can bring back the children, to the school or need a family support, I can say. So we come across another project which is called a positive parental project. So earlier Save the Children focused mostly on children. Now we realize that in the COVID also, we should focus on parents because the whole decision makers are the parents. But we call it positive parenting. And also, when we say zero-day education laws, whatsoever, be it a conflict, be it a COVID, so what should be the community structure in place where we've initiated and supported community school in Kashmir, where we have supported small initiatives, but there's a community-led initiative or child-led initiative. And we got a very good result in terms of a child-led initiative in certain areas, because the major concern is now after the COVID is a psychosocial issue. It's a big concern, and we have never propagated too much of mobile and other things, and we know what will be the consequences of that mobile and other things because that is not covered or is not safe. Because what will be the consequences we have not tested. So during the COVID also, we have only tracked the areas through phone, not through the net and through the other things. So ultimate objective is what we are trying to look is happy childhood. And now we learn that through our new project, we now intervene across Kashmir and Ladakh, a peace education, which has got a holistic approach of psychosocial, child safeguarding, and conflict resolutions. It's not a conflict, peace education, we are not talking about the conflict of external conflict, it's internal conflict, personal conflict. So peace education is now emerging and we are getting a very good result in certain areas and we have got a very good case stories coming out from the peace education. And hopefully that we will scale up peace education in across JNK. Currently we are working in Leh and Kashmir. And we are also working on smart digital, education system, where we are supporting schools, 25 schools in Jammu, supporting with smart classes. And we have now initiated with the support from DC Samba and other things, smart schools. Village, we have got a complete center of excellence in terms of health, education, livelihood, banking, where can be provided in a one panchayat system structure. In collaboration with Nokia, we are working. And in smart classes, we are working in collaboration with SDFC. And in peace education, we are working in collaboration with SCA Foundation. So all these things are working. But above all, what we see now is everybody wants safe. My school should be safe, my campus should be safe, my house should be safe. So we have got a big component of school safety. And tomorrow just we are finalizing the safety audit format for all the schools with the education department. And which we also compare with the incidents of COVID also, how we will make schools safe in terms of emergency, be it COVID or any sort of flood or anything. So that will be finalized within the 2 days or 3 days. And finally, it will be even from the central government also, there will be a school safety guidelines across India. So we need to follow all the guidelines as part of the government of India. And finally, I will not say, thank you very much for the department. And I can see from the University of Kashmir also, and because we have supported both the university in terms of designing a curriculum in terms of child protection curriculum as per need of the hour. Because we have got an ICPS department where need a child protection specialist. So further, we will now further support both the University of Kashmir and University of Jammu in terms of campus placement. So we will initiate soon all our recruitment will be done through our campus placement, and we will again in the next year will float the volunteering of students, because we need a student from the heart, not from the अभी बोल रहे थे ओला में जाना चाहते हैं, ठीक, फील्ड वर्क कहाँ जाएंगे, ओले में जाएंगे या उसमें जाएंगे या इसमें जाएंगे, तो वहाँ सोशल वर्क का एलिमेंट खत्म हो रहा है। जो वो दिल वाला बात जो है ना, हम दिल से काम करते हैं तो तभी आपका कुछ चीज बदल जाता है। जब आप किसी और ओला या बाकी चीजों से आप ट्रैवल करने लगोगे, आपका वो चीज नहीं आ रहा। तो ये कल्चर, जैसे हम स्कूल को जोन ऑफ पीस में कल्चर में डिवाइड लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो शायद डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ सोशल वर्क को भी थोड़ा सा रीथिंक करने की भी जरूरत है। मैंने डीयू में भी बोला था ये बात नहीं कि डीयू में कि क्या हमारा करंट नीड क्या है, डिमांड क्या है, और कुछ हमारा पास प्रैक्टिस, फॉर एग्जांपल केस वर्क, ग्रुप वर्क, वो आपसे हट नहीं सकते, वो आपका कोर कंपोनेंट है। ठीक, उसके बाद आपका बाकी लॉग फ्रेम, प्रपोजल डेवलपमेंट, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, फर्दर चीज उस पर एड हो सकता है तो करंट डिमांड के हिसाब से। तो शायद सोशल वर्क को भी ओरिएंटेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ बच्चों को ओरिएंटेशन की बात कर रहा हूँ कि डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर में क्या नीड है, कहाँ पर है, कहाँ जा रहा है, उसके हिसाब से शायद फाइन ट्यून करने की जरूरत भी पड़ रहा है। जब मुझे पढ़ रहा था मुझे भी लगा था सोशल रिव्यू में शायद मैं जो पढ़ रहा हूँ 50% ठीक है, 50% ठीक नहीं है। तो कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी का इशू चल रहा था, बहुत इशू चल रहा था, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट विद प्रोफेसर भी हो रहा था। ये बात नहीं थी कि काफी चीज हो जाता है, आप किसी प्रोफेसर को बता दे फिर वो किसी और को बता देते, तो इंसान कंफ्यूज होता है, कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी कहाँ से शुरू होता है, कहाँ खत्म हो जाता है। तो ऐसे चीज मसला मेरे साथ भी हुआ है, और मैं आप लोगों से फाइनली दिल के गहराई से ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ सेव द चिल्ड्रन थैंक यू वेरी मच नैंसी एंड टीम। और आदिल भी है और कश्मीर यूनिवर्सिटी है, तो वो लोग भी वहाँ से आए हो, तो आप लोगों के साथ आपको भी वहाँ से यहाँ आने का थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ सेव द चिल्ड्रन, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much, Mohammed Sharif Bhatt. As we are really obliged to the Save the Children Bal Raksh Bharat for providing us support every time, because we did a restructuring of the syllabus also in collaboration with the Save the Children, where we designed some of the new courses. So we are really grateful to them for every time. And now we approached them, they did never say no. Thank you so much for all the help. Now we are going to release the abstract book of the conference that has been developed with the hard work of the presenters who are presenting in these 2 days. Here their papers on numerous issues. I request Rishabh and Simran to kindly give our guests the abstract book, which is going to be unveiled right now. I request our guests to kindly unveil this abstract book. This is an abstract book that contains all the presentations that we are going to have in these 2 days. This is, of course, the efforts of the people, presenters who are coming here for these 2 days. We are looking forward for an edited volumes in the coming times based on these presentations. This is the compilation of all the presentations that are going to be here for the 2 days. Thank you so much. Kindly take the seats. Moving ahead now, I request Professor B.S. Bahu, is the Dean Research in Central University of Jammu, to kindly give his remarks. Professor B.S. Bahu.
Namaskar, Jai Hind. Professor Devanand, Mr. Mohammed Sharif Bhatt, Shri Rajendra Singh Ji, Professor Ankur Saxena, Dr. Nancy Mengi, and Jashwant Ji, Registrar, Iqbal Ji, Dean, other teams, heads, faculty, guests, and especially guests coming from different parts of the state, students, scholars. In fact, today morning, I got to know about this conference. And as a topic itself, you can make out it's a very well chosen, very nicely designed topic, I would say, an inclusive new social order reflection from COVID-19. In fact, as Madam Nancy has already told, that everybody is affected directly or indirectly from the COVID. In fact, at our department, when COVID was going on, I asked some of my research scholars that just check out different pandemics which has taken place in different parts of the world and how the world has dealt with these pandemics. And I tell you, this world is facing pandemics from long time. A lot of people, a lot of different part of the world, and today also, COVID has not gone. It's still prevailing. Today morning only, I got a news that in China they have got a new variant. We have to be alert. And as this because they have told that it has affected all the segments of the society, especially children, especially not only children, especially marginalized people from all over the world. And in fact, I was just thinking that not only marginalized people, I request the scholars here and 30 people, just look into the fact that some of the tribal people were not exposed to the different diseases. As a scientific person, I can understand that those tribal people, they got much more affected because they were not exposed to these diseases, and COVID has spread throughout them, and it has affected their number, and ultimately we are going to lose them. So this is also one of the aspects I would like that people should come out and discuss that how the COVID has affected different tribes which are marginalized, which are not directly in contact with the people so much, but they have affected them. Second, COVID has not only affected children psychologically, but mentally also. And now it has been scientifically proven that the longer use of this cell phones, computers during the lockdown by the students, especially developing children, their neurons, brains, they are not developing. It's a serious effect, and it's going to impact not only short-term, it's a long-term effect on their lifestyle. So we have to deal with them. We have to come out with a strategy that how we have to you can say, educate them, and how we have to you can say, give them a proper chance to develop so that they become a normal person, normal student, normal, you can say they can contribute to the society. So there are not many things which I think scholars and teachers they are going to deliberate during this 2-day conference. The head of the department has already told that it has got many sessions, more than 10 or 12, 13 sessions. And it's a long list. I was just going through how they are going to manage it. It will be difficult because there are so many lectures. And, I request that stick to the time so that they successfully complete all the sessions. Because connectivity is a big problem here. Sessions cannot go longer. Everybody should get a chance. So I once again wish the department and especially the department and the school for coming out with such a you can say workshop on national conference on such an important topic. And I'm really happy to see the delegates from different parts of the world. And I wish that during the next 2 days, all of you are going to get well. With these words, I thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor B.S. Bau, for the wonderful remarks, and of course reminding us that time is precious, time is important, and of course time waits for none. So we would try to stick to the time limits that we have, of course, adhered to in the conference schedule. Moving ahead, I now request Professor Ankur Saxena, who is a professor at the Department of Social Work, Faculty of Social Work, MS University, Baroda. He is also the Secretary, National Association of Professional Social Workers, India, and Department of Social Work, Central University of Jammu is an institutional member of National Association of Professional Social Workers in India. We have almost had several social work congresses, and we are grateful to Professor Ankur Saxena for coming all the way from Baroda to be here with us. Thank you, sir, and welcome you here again.
Thank you. Very good morning, respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, my dear students. It's an honor, privilege to be in Jammu. In fact, मैं विनय जी से बोल रहा था जम्मू आना है, बहुत टाइम से नहीं आया हूँ, so just खाली मिलने आया हूँ, but मैडम ने मुझे एक important assignment दे दिया, ये बोले सर आपको डायस पे बैठना पड़ेगा, मैं बोला मैं तो सीखने आया हूँ, आप लोगों से मिलने आया हूँ, बहुत टाइम से गुजरात तो देखा है, लेकिन मैं बोला जम्मू कश्मीर भी देखा जाए कैसा है, बचपन में आया था, लेकिन after a long time I'm coming. In fact, my heart and soul is in social work. I'm coming from a university, Maharaja Saji Rao University of Baroda, Gujarat. It was established in 1850 and our department is in 1949. And it is a state university with 50,000 students on campus, residential university. And we have got faculties. So like it was, जहाँ भी social work होता है, तो I don't leave any conferences or seminars because I also get to learn new things. When we are talking about co-building, I'm coming from a state where commerce is in the blood. गुजराती लोगों के ब्लड में कॉमर्स होता है, वो लोग IAS IPS ऑफिसर नहीं बनते हैं, वो डॉक्टर नहीं बनते, बहुत कम जाते हैं, और उनके ब्लड में कॉमर्स रहता है. तो शायद मैं भी वही चीज सीख रहा हूँ कि पैसे कैसे कमाना, पैसे का इम्पोर्टेंट. और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, एक जो कोविड में वन ऑफ ए वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट इज हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, हमारी जो गुजराती कम्युनिटी है. आई एम बेसिकली फ्रॉम उत्तर प्रदेश, लेकिन शायद मेरी हिंदी गुजराती दोनों मिक्स हो गई है, सो प्लीज पार्डन मी फॉर दैट, इट्स नॉट दैट गुड. सो हम हमेशा यही देखते हैं कि हमारे बच्चे दे डोंट गो फॉर गोल्ड मेडल. बोले सर गोल्ड मेडल में नहीं जाना और सरकारी नौकरी नहीं चाहिए उनको, वो बोलते हैं हमको गवर्नमेंट जॉब में नहीं चाहिए. वो अपना स्टार्टअप, दे आर इनटू एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, और वहां कोई शर्म नहीं है, वहां कोई टोकता नहीं है. अभी गरबे हुए थे, so I invite students from Central University of Jammu and Jammu Kashmir and all students. आइए गुजरात देखिए, गरबा देखिए, 50,000 लड़के लड़कियां एक साथ नाचते हैं. मैंने बहुत ट्राई करा कि मैं भी एक चाय की एक थोड़ा सा छुट्टियां होती है हमको कि अभी 21 दिन की वैकेशन है, तो मेरी वाइफ को बोलता हूँ कि एक चाय का कुछ वो करते हैं, लेकिन वो हमेशा डिस्करेज करती है. तो मैं बोला उसमें क्या गलत है. तो गरबे होते हैं तो लोग अपने घर के आगे अच्छे अच्छे लोग होते हैं, वेल टू डू फैमिलीज होते हैं, तो लोग बोलते नहीं खाली नहीं बैठना है, बोले हम कुछ करते हैं, खाने पीने का स्टॉल लगाएंगे, पानी की बोतलें लेंगे, बिकॉज वहां स्टिग्मा नहीं अटैच है. मैं यूपी चला जाऊं तो बोले लोग प्रोफेसर होके बोले कम ही इनको पैसे की जो चाय की लारी लगा. तो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर्स नेटवर्किंग. आई एम कमिंग फ्रॉम ए कैश रिच यूनिवर्सिटी. मेरा जो डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ सोशल वर्क है वो बहुत कैश रिच. हाउ सोशल वर्क, हमने नेटवर्किंग करा, हमने पार्टिसिपेशन करा कोविड में, एंड आई थिंक this has to be again one of the attitude within the schools of social work, the students. कोविड हर किसी को इशू हुआ है, लेकिन हम लोग ने गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में जाके प्रोटोकॉल्स फॉलो करके हमारे बच्चे हॉस्पिटल्स में रहते थे, उनने 24/7 सेवा करी है. ऑफ कोर्स नॉट मेडिकली बट साइकोलॉजिकली. वीडियो कॉल कराना होता था, वीडियो कॉल कराते थे, खाना देते थे, पानी की बोतलें देते थे. हमने एक जो आप आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट मैडम अगर आपके इधर है तो हमने इंडस्ट्रीज के साथ बहुत टाइम करा है. हम कॉर्पोरेट सोशल ओवरसीज स्टेट गवर्नमेंट यूनिवर्सिटी पैसे का बहुत इश्यू होता है, लेकिन हम उन स्टेट गवर्नमेंट पे डिपेंड ही नहीं करते हैं. वी गेट मनी फ्रॉम कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्स. हमने एम्बुलेंस लाके खड़ी कर दी, हमने ऑक्सीजन कंसंट्रेटर्स लाके खड़ी कर दिया. पार्टिसिपेशन नेटवर्किंग बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग करा हमने विद द कॉर्पोरेट्स, विद द गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल्स. हमने हेल्प डेस्क स्टार्ट करा, वर्चुअल हेल्प डेस्क. अपने जो यूनिवर्सिटी के एम्प्लॉइज थे उन लोग के लिए हमने एम्बुलेंस लाके खड़ी करी. शायद अगर व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अगर हमको बिल्डअप करना है, सो कैन वी थिंक irrespective of government jobs, can we think about entrepreneur? Can the role of social work department can be more dynamic? Branding, आज हम लोग branding बहुत कर रहे हैं. I invite all the students. मैडम से भी मैंने ओपन ऑफर दिया, मैडम आइए, आपके बच्चों को लेके आइए, स्टडी टूर के लिए आइए, इंटर्नशिप के लिए आइए. We need to learn lessons from Lijjat Papad. We need to learn lessons from Amul. Classical example. डरिए नहीं, फेलियर से मत डरिए. मैं बच्चों को बोलता हूं, मैं भी फेल हुआ. हम फेलियर्स जितना पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे उतना मैं कंफर्ट जोन से निकला हूं अपने, क्योंकि मैं नैक में जाता हूं तो आदत बहुत गंदी पड़ी हुई है 5 स्टार होटल की. तो अभी वो छोटे से होटल में रहने में बहुत इश्यू होता है ना. बट देन प्लीज कम आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन स्टूडेंट्स. अगर आपको आगे बढ़ना है, फेलियर से सीखिए. अभी मेरी वैकेशन होने वाली है तो मैं शायद चाय का एक वो ठेला लगाऊं, एक छोटा सा थर्मस लेके बैठूंगा, क्योंकि हमारे मॉर्निंग वॉकर्स हैं. तो मैं रोज चाय पीता हूँ. वो इतना कमाता है, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे से ज्यादा तो वो कमाता है जितना प्रोफेसर को सैलरी नहीं मिलती है. हमारे वहाँ एक राजू आमलेट सेंटर करके है. ये 5 उंगली में सोना, ये 5 उंगली. मेरे को तो ऐसा लगता है मैं बहुत अंडर प्रिविलेज और अंडर. और क्या रिस्पेक्ट है, क्या डिग्निटी है. कैन वी नॉट ट्राई दिस? हमारे जो स्पेशलाइजेशन है, ऑफ कोर्स मेंटल हेल्थ नहीं है, और स्पेशलाइजेशन इज ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट एंड कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी. ऑफ कोर्स वी हैव ए generic course, but we have 100%, near to 100% placements. So I invite you, if you are interested into the area of corporate social responsibility, human resource management and entrepreneurship, please welcome to my faculty of social work. I'll be happy to host you. I'll take care of you. Everything will be sponsored. बस खाली आपको यहाँ से जम्मू से बड़ौदा आना पड़ेगा. बाकी मैं पूरी आपका खाना पीना रहना, that is my responsibility. You don't have to spend a single penny. And I invite students from Shanti Niketan, Punjab University, Chandigarh, Patiala. अभी यहाँ से तिरुपति से 10 लड़कियां आ रही हैं. And I've sponsored their entire. खाली मैं बोला आपको तिरुपति से बड़ौदा आना है, rest of the care I take. So that entrepreneurial spirit we have to develop. And I think जब तक हम वो networking, वो building हम participate नहीं करेंगे, जब तक हम वो concern जैसे बट सर ने बोला कि वो दिल से वो आना चाहिए. सो वी नीड टू एक रिलीजियस एसोसिएशन. अभी मैं यादव सर से बात कर रहा था. आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी टू अंडरस्टैंड द कांसेप्ट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन लंगर. शायद दिस इज वेयर आवर रोल एज ए सोशल वर्कर्स. वी नीड टू बी वेरी वेरी प्रोएक्टिव. प्लीज पार्टिसिपेट. प्लीज यूज पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप्स. हम पे पैसा नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी हम पैसा लेंगे. हमारी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हमको पैसा नहीं देती. हम बोलते हैं हमको आपका पैसे की एक पैसा हमको सैलरी मिलती है, रेस्ट ऑफ दैट थिंग्स विल टेक. सो अमिताभ बच्चन का टैगलाइन है, आइए देखिए, खुशबू गुजराती. थैंक यू सो मच मैडम फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी.
Thanks for being too generous, inviting all of us to Baroda, and we hope many of our students and presenters here will do act on this invitation and will visit Gujarat. Now I request ADDC Samba, Rajinder Singh Ji. Rajinder Singh Ji is a JKS officer holding an important position in district Samba, because Samba is crucial in all aspects. The scheme like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, child sex ratio are some of the crucial issues. And it's also important for us because we also are placed in district Samba. So thank you, sir, for coming. We are looking forward for your remarks.
थैंक यू सर। डाइस पर बैठे हुए प्रोफेसर देवानंद सर, अंकुर सक्सेना सर, डॉक्टर बाबू सर, डॉक्टर नैन्सी मैंगी मैम और शरीफ भट्ट साहब, जो सेव द चिल्ड्रन ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को डील कर रहे हैं। मैं सबसे पहले यहाँ पर बाकी डेलीगेट्स, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स और स्टूडेंट्स, मैं एडीडीसी राजेंद्र सिंह, सबसे पहले आप सबको नमस्कार, गुड मॉर्निंग कहता हूँ। मैं एक्चुअली यहाँ पर आई वाज नॉट सपोज्ड टू बी हियर, डीसी मैम का कोई प्री ऑक्युपाइड कोई ऐसा कोई था, मीटिंग आ गई, उस वजह से मुझे आना पड़ा। अदरवाइज उन्होंने यहाँ पर आके ये सेशन अटेंड करना था। तो इस पर मैम नैन्सी ने मुझे इनवाइट किया, तो मैं मैम का भी शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। थैंक यू मैम। सर मैं इसमें बेसिकली क्या चीज़ है कि मैं ज़्यादा इस पर कोई टेक्निकल हूँ नहीं, टेक्निकल सेशन का तो आपका नेक्स्ट वो रहेगा कि आप कॉन्फ्रेंस में किस तरीके से आप इसको करते हो। लेकिन मेरा थोड़ा सा 2-3 छोटे इश्यूज होंगे, वो मैं जनरल इश्यूज आपके साथ डिस्कस कर दूंगा। जैसे यहाँ पर सर अभी ये कॉन्फ्रेंस, नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस जो को बिल्डिंग के लिए कर रहे हैं, मुझे ये था कि हमने जिस वक्त हमने ये पैंडेमिक कोविड-19 का जिस तरीके से हमने फेस किया, उस वक्त ये ऐसा हुआ था कि हमारी हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, हमारी हर मशीनरी, गवर्नमेंट मशीनरी, मतलब जैसा फेलियर्स हमें महसूस हो रहा था कि एक स्टेज इस तरीके से पहुंच गई थी कि हमें कोई रास्ता ही नहीं दिख रहा था कि हमें यहाँ से जाना कहाँ है, करना क्या है। क्योंकि उस वक्त हमारे पास ना तो इस तरीके से इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर था, ना हमारी कोई मेडिसिन का इस तरीके से हो चुका था। हमें ये तो शुक्रगुजार हैं कि एक डायनेमिक लीडरशिप ऑफ हमारे जो ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने उस वक्त लॉकडाउन का एक डिसीजन लिया, जिसे हम सभी को अपने घरों में बैठना पड़ा। लॉकडाउन की वजह से ये नहीं है कि उस चीज का फायदा हुआ, उन चीजों से बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान भी हुए। कुछ लोगों के जॉब चले गए, हमारे स्कूल्स में, एजुकेशन में बच्चों पे इतना इफेक्ट पड़ा, हमें ऑफलाइन से सीधे ऑनलाइन पे रिवर्ट होना पड़ा, जो जिस चीज के लिए हमें मेंटली इतना तैयार भी नहीं थे। लेकिन फिर भी हमने अपने उस सिस्टम को अडॉप्ट किया और जैसे भी हो सकता था हमने उस चीज को अवेल किया। मोरओवर यहाँ पर एक और चीज थी कि जैसे मैम यहाँ पर को बिल्डिंग का कॉन्फ्रेंस है, अब मुझे पूरा पता नहीं है कि जैसे यहाँ पर बाकी वाले डिपार्टमेंट्स भी थे, जैसे बाकी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं हमारे, जैसे इन्होंने सक्सेना सर ने बात की कि इंडस्ट्रीज थी, सीएसआर के लिए था, हमारा हेल्थ सेक्टर थे, हमारे जो भी बाकी कंसर्न डिपार्टमेंट थे, उनकी मुझे ये लग रहा था कि उनका भी अगर जैसे ये इस कॉन्फ्रेंस पे था, उनका भी कोई एक सेशन होता, वो भी इस चीज को इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करते, कोई वो भी अपना व्यूज पॉइंट पेश करते। जैसे जिस वक्त ये हुआ था, उस वक्त हमारा सिस्टम इस तरीके से फेलियर हुआ था कि हमें ये महसूस होता था कि हमें उस तरीके से हमारी प्लानिंग ही नहीं थी। हम उस चीज को कभी ये इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते थे कि ये कल सिचुएशन ये हमारी आ सकती है। और अगर यही चीजें हमारी, जैसे अगर हमारी प्लानिंग ही उस तरीके से हो, जैसा हमारे डिपार्टमेंट था, हेल्थ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन डिपार्टमेंट से कोई इस तरीके से प्लानिंग ही नहीं थी। हमें हेल्थ सेक्टर में उस वक्त हमें इस तरीके से भागना पड़ा कि कभी हम किसी छोटी सी उसके पास जाते थे, हॉस्पिटल से किसी की हेल्प लेते थे, कोई मतलब उस लेवल की कोई हमें सिचुएशन फेस करनी पड़ी कि हमारे पास कुछ ऐसा था ही नहीं कि हम अपने आप को उस तरीके से कर सकते। ये हमारे इंडिया में नहीं हुआ, ये तो पूरे लेवल पे, वर्ल्ड लेवल पे ये चीजें हुई। इस पैंडेमिक से हमें बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला। हमें अपनी लाइफस्टाइल को चेंज करना पड़ा, हमें हाइजीनिक सिस्टम पे हमें अपने आप को करना पड़ा। मैं ज्यादा इस चीजों की टेक्निकल सेशन का मुझे इतना वो नहीं है, लेकिन मैं ये कहूंगा कि अगर कहीं ये चीजें एकेडमिक लेवल पे ही ये कॉन्फ्रेंस नहीं होके रह जाए, ये इस चीज का ये हो कि हमारे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन लेवल पे भी कहीं, जैसे डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल में भी हमें जैसे स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, उनको भी कहीं इसको इन्वॉल्व करके एक कॉन्फ्रेंस की जाए डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे हो वहां पर, ताकि हम सभी अपनी अपनी इस चीज का मतलब समीक्षा कर सके कि हम कहाँ पर फेल हुए, कहाँ पर हमें कुछ सीखने को मिला। पेंडेमिक से हमें बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला, लेकिन ये चीजें थी कि ये हम अपने आप को किस तरीके से कन्वे कर पाते हैं, पब्लिक को किस तरीके से बता सकते हैं, ये एक एकेडमिक कॉन्फ्रेंस होके ना रह जाए। इसी वजह से मेरा ये था कि मैं अपने व्यू पॉइंट्स आपके सामने रखी। मैं डीसी मैम अनुराधा गुप्ता की तरफ से आप सबको बेस्ट विशेस देता हूँ। मैम उन्होंने अपनी तरफ से फैकल्टी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी को, डेलीगेट्स को, स्टूडेंट्स को और सभी यहाँ पर सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी के जो भी इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में इन्वॉल्व हैं उनको अपनी तरफ से मुबारकबाद दी है और उनके बेस्ट विशेस दी। थैंक यू।
Thank you for the wishes and of course the suggestions. We are going to have the conference report and we definitely will share that with the district administration Samba and all the other associated organizations. We also welcome Dr. Manu Arora sir. He's our keynote speaker. He's an associate professor at the Department of Psychiatry, Government Medical College, Jammu. So we have tried to reach out to many of the organizations like ICPS and other organizations. And of course, you know, sometimes the busy schedule of their own restricts them for being part with us. But we definitely will share the conference report with the administration and with all the institutions that we are collaborating and working together. Now I request for the presidential remarks of the today's event, Professor Devanand sir. He's our own and known to everyone in the university, senior most professor here, dean here, and has held an important positions here. Welcome, Professor Devanand sir.
Additional DC Samba, Sri Arjinder Singh ji, Professor Ankush Sharma, Sri Mohammad Sharif, Bhatt, Dr. Nancy Mengi, HOD, Social Work, Dr. Manu Arora, keynote speakers, deans, head of departments, other guests, teachers, and dear students. Very good morning to all of you. Department of Social Work is organizing a seminar on a very important topic on post-COVID scenario in the country. It's a very important topic. We all need to think about this and see that how we can contribute in this direction. I congratulate the department for organizing a workshop on such an important topic. This is the opportunity for me to listen the views and the experiences of Mr. Sharif, Shri Arjinder Singh, and Professor Ankush Sharma. These are very educating for me. Although danger of COVID is over, but still we should be vigilant and try to see that we do not face any adverse situations. As told by the HOD, the COVID-19 pandemic has completely changed the existing institution worldwide and thereby pushed us to relook the world. Most people who suffered the COVID has recovered, but some about 10 to 20% of people are still struggling and struggling to recover out of the COVID. Our understanding about the COVID is continuously evolving. Researchers are working with the patient who develop post-COVID-19 complications to better understand about the cause, symptoms, and effects of the COVID. WHO will update information and materials as we learn more. Although COVID may be devastating in every aspect of the life, but we still have the opportunity to learn from the COVID. This is the time for the private sector to evolve strategies to think in terms of the whole health system, not just their own sector, in terms of population health and not just individual health. I think this workshop is going to be very useful for all the participants, and its report can be useful by the different institutions. Good luck to the department. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Devanand sir, for these wonderful words in the presidential remarks. Now I request Sheetal to kindly get the mementos for stating our guests. I would request our finance officer, Shri Iqbal ji, to kindly facilitate Muhammad Sharif Bhatt with the memento. I would request Registrar of the University, Dr. Yashwant Singh ji, to kindly facilitate ADDC Samba with the memento. Now I would request Professor Devanand sir to kindly facilitate our guest, Professor Ankur Saxena, with the memento. I would again request Professor Devanand sir to kindly felicitate Professor B.S. Bahu with the memento. So please, it's a token of appreciation from the Professor B.S. Bahu. Now, I would request all the faculty members of Department of Social Work and our head, Dr. Nancy Mangi, to felicitate our guest, Professor Devanand sir, at the moment on behalf of Department of Social Work. Thank you so much. We are about to close the inaugural session, and let me begin now. Formal vote of thanks. I'm indeed on behalf of Department of Social Work, Central University of Jammu, grateful to all the delegates who have come from different parts of the country. I am grateful to all the presenters who are with us today here. I know out of your lot of hard work and then making efforts to reach here, we appreciate and really acknowledge it. And we hope you will have a good stay and a good academic rigor here for these 2 days. Thank you so much for being with us here today. I also welcome our organizational guests. We have guests from Sunrise Educational Trust. We have guests from Save the Children. We have guests from Indian Red Cross. We have guests from University of Kashmir. We have guests from Muskan Foundation. These are all organizations where our students are placed for their fieldwork. We are really grateful to them for providing us the support in terms of the fieldwork and also being part of the conference today. Thank you so much, and looking forward to all of you having a wonderful 2 days here. Thank you so much. We are, of course, grateful to all our guests on the dais, Professor Devanand sir, Professor Ankur Saxena, Professor B.S. Bahu, and Sharif Bhatt sir for being with us, and of course the District Administration Samba. Even after their too much busy schedule, they ensure that their representative, ADDC Samba Rajinder Singh ji, made it sure to come well ahead of time. That's why I emphasize it, and I really appreciate sir for this coming well ahead of the time, which is not a easy thing to do for the people in the administration. Now, I also, on behalf of department, welcome all officers of the Central University of the Jammu, my finance officer, registrar here, and all other staff who have come here to be with us, support us, listen to all our opinions, deliberations. Sir, thank you so much for being with us. I personally thank all the administrative staff in the university, our security staff, our housekeeping staff for ensuring to be here with us. And I place my heartfelt thanks to Save the Children, Muhammad Sharif Bhatt, and to Rahul Raja Sharma, because he is the person who was continuously moving with us in and out, writing emails, discussion on what to do, how to do things, what to be done. And we are really grateful to Rahul Raja Sharma for his support and being a partners in the conference. I also welcome our friends from University of Jammu, our colleagues. I could see Professor Vishwaraksha ma'am, Rahima Gandotra, our colleagues from University of Kashmir, Adil, Javed Sab, and Dineshwar Yadavji from AIMS, and many other who I do not know personally. I'm sorry for that, but I thank you all for being with us. And of course, we are grateful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sanjeev Jain, who has what was an interesting term, the blanket approval for this conference. This is the term I have noted it down, that he gave a blanket approval to this conference and gave a go ahead with this because of some unavoidable circumstances. He could not be with us, but we put our record, our thanks, and our due appreciation and acknowledgement to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for supporting it. Of course, last but not least, I am really grateful to all the students of Central University of Jammu, research scholars, Joji, Ramesh, Nisha, Shivani, Jaspreet, who have worked day in and out to ensure a stay for all of you here, comfortable travel, and ensure to reply to your queries. They have been wonderful, and I thank them all for this support. We are also grateful to Dr. Ranveer Singh, faculty member, who designed this abstract booklet and who ensured that this goes into the print at a right time and comes back timely. That is something we appreciate and acknowledging him for this effort. And of course, it would not end if I do not put on record my thanks to the head of the department, Dr. Nancy Mangi, for being at the forefront, but at the same time being extremely flexible with us, with all our faculty members, Dr. Nidhi, Dr. Vinay, and myself, Iqbal, and Dr. Ranveer, giving us the extra flexibility to design things, to manage things, and to go ahead with the programs, listening to our opinions, and of course, giving encouragement to those opinions. And we are really thankful to you. And we are also thankful to all other heads who are here, our deans. We had DSW here, we have head of the Department of Education, Prabhu Balia sir here, Shashank sir is here. All of them have been in one way or other way being part of the Department of Social Work also. So we are really grateful to them for supporting us. And at the end, I must also say that COVID has been disastrous to our department also, because we lost our ex-head of the department, Dr. Dharminder Singh, to this unfortunate crisis that emerged. So I think this conference in a way is also an effort from our side to see how other areas have really suffered in this crisis. That's why we are here, and we hope that these 2 days will bring something positive out of it, and those of who are attending here will go back with that excitement and with that contentment that something has been achieved. Kindly join us for a high tea in the basement, and just after in the here. Okay, kindly join us high tea outside the auditorium. We ensure that food is the question of dignity, and we ensure you have a good food, you have a nice tea, have it nicely, but stick to the time, come back within 15 minutes into the auditorium. So we are having a keynote speaker here. Please make sure that you have food. Food is dignity, but time is also precious. Kindly end up it fast. Thank you so much. We are coming back here by 12:15. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a nice day.
मैं यही बता रही हूँ।
क्या लगा? रंजीत, ये आपको हमने छोड़ना नहीं है। 10 साल हो गए इसके साथ करते रहते हैं। फिर नहीं है। दो प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हो ना पेरेंट्स के साथ। लद्दाख और जम्मू में नहीं करते। क्यों नहीं है? दूसरा कौन सा? वैसे भी नहीं है।
जाते ही बोलते हैं कि शायद मैम मैं श्योर नहीं हूँ शायद हाँ सर जल्दी में करने
मेरे को ना कुछ सेकंड की लगा देखा जब मैं जाने चला गया फिर मैडम मैं
स्कूल जाते ही बोलते कि मुझे लग रहा था कि शायद मैम है